If you've been on the internet for a while, you probably already know this name. Founded in 2008 by Lewis Brindley with the goal of sharing his friend, Simon Lane, to the world, they started uploading World of Warcraft how-to videos, where they upload videos of their guild, the Olde Goone Squade, shortened to Yogs, that's where the name came from, killing bosses while adding commentary on how to kill them bosses. Many Yogs members were actually met in that guild, including Sips, Duncan, Zoey and Rhythian. The video we all probably have the most fond memories over is the classic Surviving the First Night video, which currently stands at over 18 million views and still gets comments to this day. People reminiscing about their childhood and this series, and the first few episodes were seemingly normal, but the whole series evolved into what I would consider the greatest Minecraft series in YouTube history, Shadow of Israfel. I mean, it was a series that blew my mind when I was like younger, and I remember thinking, oh my god, like Minecraft is crazy, like this is crazy how everything that's going on. Even the series today is still entertaining, and I won't go through the whole series, that's for a different video, but if you haven't watched it, just know that it was revolutionary at the time, and it absolutely launched the Yogscast even further than they already were in terms of popularity. Oh, and all while this was going on as well, Lewis and Simon were uploading the Yog Pod, which, well, I mean, peak comedy at its finest. Now, again, I won't go over everything, but that's the basic history of how the Yogscast started. But as with all YouTube channels, they also had their fair share of controversies. The Yogscast held their own panel at Minecon in 2011. However, after the event, Marcus Persson, aka Notch, the creator of Minecraft, tweeted this out. "We also learned who not to work with at Minecon. Shame. I'm very sorry about the behaviour of the people we won't work with anymore. Celebrity or not, you don't F-bomb kids." And then he said, yes, Yogscast. Now the Yogscast did respond to this, denying the accusations and expressing their disappointment for the organisation of Minecon. Notch later apologised for these tweets, stating stress and miscommunications as reasons for it. However, there were multiple times across the years that little jabs were thrown here and there, so that kind of says to me that maybe he wasn't actually sorry in the end. Yog Ventures. I was so excited when this game was announced, oh my god. Alright, I guess I better talk about it. In 2012, a Kickstarter campaign was posted for a game called Yog Ventures. Developed by indie dev team Wintercall Games, it was based on the characters on the Shadow of Israfel series, and would be an open world sandbox game. It was kind of pinned as the new Minecraft. Asking for a total of $250,000, they quickly exceeded that, ending with a full total of $567,665. More than 13,000 backers were excited for this game. Early after this Kickstarter, whether through fault of the Yogscast or Wintercall Games themselves, Wintercall ran out of money and the project was cancelled in July of 2014 to a much disappointed fanbase. Backers were given a copy of the game Tug, which ended with negative reviews and was cancelled, and later on they were also given a copy of the game Landmark, which was released in June 2016 and cancelled in July 2017. The whole Yog Ventures saga was a disappointment and an absolute mess from start to finish. From July 2019 to August 2019, 3 people were removed from the Yogscast due to inappropriate conduct. Matthew Meredith, also known as Kath, Paul Sykes, known as Shin, and Mark Turpin, known as Terps, were all removed from the company. And then, in 2020, a Yogscast member, that Mad Cat, was also removed from the network, this time following allegations of inappropriate messaging and support of the previously mentioned former members. Now that's out of the way, let's have a chat about YouTube. It's common knowledge at this point that YouTube is a bit of a coin toss when it comes to monetization, with uncertainty plaguing many creators, especially those with more edgy style humour. The algorithm also changes a lot and requires creators to keep up to date with these changes, allowing themselves to reach the trending tab or go in recommended and things like that. The Yogscast just didn't want to do that. They did what they did and that's it. Branching into some live action every now and then, but mainly sticking to what they knew. Minecraft, Trouble in Terrorist Town, and other games similar to that. And as with everything, these games go out of fashion, especially in the formats that they were recording them in, and because of that, their views steadily decreased from the extreme highs that they were once reaching. Sounds bad, right? Well, I would say not really. They're still consistently getting over 100,000 views on their videos, and they seem to have a pretty decent amount of members as well. I'm not a member, but I can see the likes of their member videos, and it's pretty decent. Oh, and while we're on the topic of YouTube, by the way, if you've ever listened to the Yog Pod, please check out Simon's Peculiar Portions, his PP. It's such a good podcast, and I genuinely watch it if I want to crease up laughing. It's all well and good to say that the Yogscast is failing if you just look at their YouTube channel and the views on there, but let's dive a little bit deeper, shall we, and look at a different platform. The Yogscast are absolutely crushing it on Twitch at the moment, okay, reaching personal records and many members turn into full-time streaming. Here is a list of some achievements for Yogs members, and by the way, just as a side note, it's really hard to find people's sub counts, so I've just kind of used past streams for members that show their sub count, and I've just tried to do it that way. So you've got Pedguin, 175,000 followers, multiple successful subathons, over 800 subs. Shadow at Noon, 16,000 followers, recently joined the Yogscast, 400 subs. Ravs, 50,000 followers, over 900 subs, multiple successful subathons, some alongside Pedguin. Hat Films, 167,000 followers, over 1,300 subs. Simon Honeydew, 85,000 followers, over 1,000 subs. Sips, 528,000 followers, over 200 subs. Dad of 528,000 people, really. Rhythian, 31,000 followers, 200 subs. G-Star Games, 49,000 followers, 2,000 subs. Australian? Or Zoey, 55,000 followers. I don't know how many subs, but I love her, so she's allowed. High Rollers D&D, 44,000 followers, super high quality and fun Dungeons and Dragons streams. Mousy, 41,000 followers, over 200 subs. Daltost, 13,000 followers, over 200 subs. Booth, 61,000 followers, over 1,000 subs. Lydia, 50,000 followers, over 500 subs. Boba, 37,000 followers, over 900 subs. She found the Boba skip, for God's sake. Put some respect on her name. And don't forget the main channel that has over 900,000 followers, and they don't show their sub count, but they consistently have multiple creators and Yogscast members featured for streams. Now, of course, I am missing people from this list, but that is just 15 people who are doing amazing at what they do. And that's just the people on Twitch. There are Yogs members who upload to their personal channels on YouTube and are doing really well just on YouTube without Twitch. But since we're on the topic of Twitch, let's talk about the biggest thing that the Yogscast are known for on Twitch. Let's talk jingles and let's talk jams. The Jingle Jam is a yearly charity drive that the Yogscast do, streaming on Twitch every single day throughout December, and the Jingle Jam so far has raised a total of 25 million since it began in 2011. In just 2021 alone, they ended up raising over £3 million for multiple charities, including Special Effect, a charity that uses technology to allow physically disabled people to play video games and improve their quality of life, Cancer Research UK, who, well, it's pretty self-explanatory, and ILGA World, who support LGBTI civil society worldwide through advocacy and research products. They also support many, many more charities that you can see on their website. If you haven't seen the Jingle Jam before, one of the main ways they encourage people to donate is by offering a games bundle. And in 2021, 55 full games were included in the bundle, totaling a worth of $900. All for a donation of £35 or more. And it really is a great time and consistently pulls in incredible numbers for the chosen charities throughout the month. And to me, if that isn't successful, I don't know what is. Because personally, raising that amount of money for charity, bringing all of these people together to support good causes, that's success. In addition to the multiple successful Twitch streams and YouTube channels, a number of Yogs have started podcasts. podcasts such as Triforce, featuring Lewis, Sips and Pyrion, Pitch Please, which has a number of hosts, including in-house game developers, Hat Chat, which is a Hat Films podcast, obviously, Simon's Peculiar Portions, which I've mentioned before, please go watch it or listen to it, 0 Degrees, which is Lydia, Ravs and Harry. Oh, but did I also mention that the Yogscast have set up their own podcast network called Pickaxe, and they actually have a huge number of shows on the network, all those that I just listed, and many, many more. And from what I've seen, all of these podcasts are doing extremely well at the moment. But they don't just play the games. Now, they don't have the best track record with games, I understand, but Yogscast Games is a publisher for many indie developers. They have, at the time of recording this, published 7 full games, all with positive reviews, and another 2 games planned to release soon. Yogscast Games also hold a yearly event called Tiny Teams, where they bring together and celebrate games made by small studios and teams, getting creators playing these smaller games and helping the indie devs get a foot in the door and maybe finding an audience for their games. Yogscast Games is a small publisher, but the games they have published are doing pretty well, and I imagine it's only going to go up from here. Now for the main reason I think the Yogscast stands out from others. To be fair on this one, it's only going by things that I've seen online and things Yogs members have said in streams and stuff. Working for or being a member of the Yogscast seems to be less about getting millions and millions of views and more about having a great group of people around you. It seems to me that Lewis and the gang never wanted to actually be as big as they did. And with some smart investments from management or Lewis himself, the Yogscast was able to, and still is able to, thrive on a different level than just YouTube views. From all the creators killing it on Twitch, and all the creators still killing it on YouTube, to the sold out YogCon, to Pickaxe, Yogscast Games, and all the other cogs that run in the company. They hire many, many staff members, and I couldn't find the exact number, but shout out to YogTalk, who recently got hired, and she liked one of my videos on TikTok once, so we're basically best mates at this point. Especially in recent times, there doesn't seem to be many people leaving the Yogscast, and this, to me, shows just how welcoming and rewarding it is to be part of the network. All different content creators working together, and it truly seems like a great place to work. And I really think they should hire more people. And like Lewis, I live in Essex, and you are from Essex or something, so we're basically brothers, so maybe hit me up, yeah? At the end of the day, it's very easy to compare the main channel's views many, many years ago to the views now and say that they're failing. But really, when you look at all the moving parts, the Yogscast are thriving more now than they ever have. With a loyal workforce and multiple creative and revenue streams, the Yogscast hasn't failed, it's just grown up.